Hi, this is Jack from Maths Forge, and in today's lesson we're going to be doing areas of a circle. So the formula for the area of a circle is pi r squared. And another way of writing this is pi times r times r. So r stands for the radius of the circle, and that is the length from the center of the circle to the circumference. So in this example, it's 138 centimeters. And if you multiply pi by r, you end up with the area of the circle. Now, if you remember from the lesson on circumference of a circle, pi is the ratio of the diameter to the circumference. And pi can be found on your calculators. Most calculators require you to press shift and then look for the pi button, which should be in the bottom right hand corner, but it varies from calculator to calculator. And it's approximately equal to 3.142. So let's go ahead and find the area of this circle to one decimal place. Since the radius is 138 centimeters, I'm going to do pi times 138 times 138. You could do 138 squared if you'd like. Putting this into our calculator and simplifying to one decimal place, we get 59,828.5. And the units are going to be centimeters squared. Since we're dealing with an area, there's a squared. And since the radius had the units of centimeters, then the area is going to have the units of centimeters squared. And if we check our answer, there it is. Now let's do a 2-star example. Here we're being asked to find the area and to give our answer to one decimal place. Again, we're going to use the formula for the area of a circle, which is pi r squared. So all we really need to get from this circle here is the radius. In this case, they have not given us the radius. They've given us the diameter. So 186 centimeters is the diameter of the circle. But we can get to the radius from the diameter by dividing it with 2. So we're going to have 186 divided by 2, and this gives us the radius, which in this case is going to be 93. So now that we know that the radius is 93, we can go ahead and substitute it into this formula, and we should get the following. Pi r squared is going to be pi times 93 squared, and inputting this into our calculator, we get 27,171.6 centimeters squared. And if we check our answer, there it is. Now let's do a 3-star example. Here we're being asked to find the area and to give our answer to one decimal place. So in this example, we're dealing with a semicircle, and the semicircle is half of a circle. So we're going to use the formula for the area of a circle, and note that this formula for the area of a circle is for the area of a full circle. Since we're dealing with half a circle, we're going to substitute the radius from the circle into this formula and then divide by 2. So let me show you what that looks like. The first thing I need is the radius from this semicircle. This is the diameter, this 282 centimeters. So I'm going to take the diameter and divide it by 2 to get the radius. This gives us 141 centimeters. Now that we know that the radius is 141 centimeters, we can substitute this value into the formula. This is going to give us pi times 141 squared. Now, this is the area for this circle if it was a full circle. But since we're dealing with a semicircle, which is half a circle, we are going to half our area here. And this should be the area of this semicircle. So if we input this into our calculators, we'll get the following: 31,229.0 centimeters squared. Now, the reason I've put 0.0 there is because the actual answer is 0.00 something. And the question has specifically asked us to give the answer to one decimal place. So I've given them the answer to one decimal place, even though the first decimal place is a 0. And if we check our answer, there it is. Now in this example, we were dealing with a semicircle. If we were dealing with a quarter circle, then you do exactly the same as what we did here. But when it comes to dividing by 2, you will divide by 4 since you're dealing with a quarter of a circle. If you were dealing with 3/4 of a circle, so something that looked like this, then you would multiply the area of your circle by 3/4. You wouldn't divide it by 2 or divide it by 4. You'd multiply it by 3/4 if it was 3/4 of a circle. And that's it for the lesson on area of a circle.